Hello everybody, yes it's me, GhostCritic, coming from a new part of the house. Basically, I'm sorry, the neighbours think it's perfectly acceptable to be blasting their music out with their front door wide open, and I just can't concentrate. So I've come into the bedroom and I've got some comics to show you. I picked up 11 comic books this week. I only meant to pick up 10, but there's an extra one in there. No new number ones. I didn't notice any, didn't push anything on me, and I probably, with the pile I had, wouldn't have been able to get any more anyway. Comic book review video came out on Sunday. Got a little bit emotional, but great stuff nonetheless. Thank you to everyone who's watched that. If you missed out last week's comic books and what were my thoughts and opinions on them, please go check that out. It'll be there on my channel page. And there were no new subscribers in the last 7 days, so no one to shout out this week, but thank you to everyone who is already supporting my videos by commenting, thumbing it up, share it out on your Facebook, the Twitters, all that good stuff, and just thank you very much for still watching all these years later. Right, comic books. I'm going to kick off with Marvel this week, and we have got 2 lots of The Punisher. And I have to say, I'm kind of happy that this is Becky Cloonan's last issue, with issue 17, and we will finally get the new writer on here. And I just looked at the back page for what's coming up next week. I don't know if you can quite see that, but this is the whole Marvel legacy beginning, and it renumbers to what it would have been if they didn't keep renumbering Punisher. So it's going to be the Punisher issue 218 next month. It looks much more in keeping with what we expect from the Punisher. So I stuck it all out, Becky. I hoped you'd have got better, but really, you didn't. The other Punisher title, which is going back to his past, his Vietnam Army days, it's Punisher the Platoon, Ennis and Parlov with Belair on colours. Really good first issue, really drew me in. So although this isn't on my pull list yet, I think I'll just pick this up off the shelf if it's there. He did have quite a number of the issue 2 copies on the shelf today, so I think he'll probably be getting that in regularly without me having to order it. But still, great stuff. Parlov's work on this, the artwork, I mean, just the cover alone is just a fantastic looking book. Another last issue, but this is the last issue for now. We're not taking, nobody else is taking this on, though I wish they would. It's issue 14 of the Silver Surfer, Dan Slott and the Allreds. Their kind of psychedelic vibe to the Silver Surfer, the kooky kind of off-centre adventures that they have. I've always said this, as much fun as it is, I would like Silver Surfer to go back to being a bit more of a serious book, a bit more gravitas to it rather than the silliness that we get in here, although it is fun. Issue 28 of Daredevil. I think this is the 3rd part of the Land of the Blind. We've got Daredevil against Blind Spot, against this big demon-y thing that can take souls apparently. It's been fun, and I've wanted this. I wanted less courtroom drama, more action hero, and getting it, and it's okay. It's okay. It's Daredevil. I always have a good time with Daredevil. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Maybe this next new storyline where apparently Wilson Fisk is going to become the mayor. And again, we have next issue, Daredevil jumps up to what it would have been, issue 595. Which is strange. Is that right? Maybe they did do an issue 500. I'll have to look back at that. I thought it would be higher. But yes, it goes back to its original numbering if all the volumes had actually been one whole volume 1. X-Men Blue issue number 14, still part of this Mojo Worldwide, which apparently is running through a number of books. So I've only had part 2 and now I'm going to get part 4, so it's not going to make much sense, but the whole Mojo world is a lot of fun, crazy silliness, and it's nice to have a bit more fun with this book, with these displaced teenagers. Really liking what Colin Bunn is doing, and I like Melina's artwork. It's very comic booky style, very bright, very colourful. On to DC, we've got 3 books from them this week. Issue 33 of Wonder Woman, Timed Past storyline. We got introduced to Wonder Woman's brother, and again I'm kind of like a bit lost on this whole gods and brothers and sisters, when did this all happen, part of, I guess, DC that I wasn't reading at the time, so I'm just kind of really playing catch up and just going along with the ride and enjoying myself to some extent. I have to say, I mean, obviously Shea Fontana's work wasn't the greatest, and I'm probably still in a bit of a slump with that. James Robinson has taken over the book, and it's not got the excitement that I had from the original creative team on this. Am I going to let it go? It's not one of those books that I'm deeply invested in, that I've always picked up. This was a book that I'd never picked up in singles, so I just thought I'd give it a go. Maybe soon it will be time to say goodbye. We'll see. We'll see how this story shapes up. As much as I love this book from DC, it is a tie-in. It's a tie-in that I have not read, I don't want to read, and that's The Flash issue number 33, and it's part of this whole Batman Metal storyline. I won't have a clue what's going on here. I very much doubt they'll be catching any readers up of The Flash on what's going on in this event, a Bat event. So this is going to be a bit of a non-starter, I've got a feeling, which will be a shame because I do like The Flash. Finally from DC, issue 10 of 12, only 2 more issues to go of the Commandy Challenge. Last week we had great issue from Tom King and Eastman from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This time, and not so, well, I guess exciting is the wrong word to use. It's rather mean of me. If I can find, oh, here we go, Greg Pak and Shane Davis. Obviously I know who Pak is. Davis, not particularly aware of the name straight off the bat, but it seems that they've used up all their big name artists, at least, if not their writers. We'll see if this slumps back down to where it had been the previous few issues before the last. Shame, because I love Commandy and I really enjoyed the first few issues and the run up to that, and then it kind of got all a bit rocky. 2 books from Image this week. We've got Saga issue number 48. I can't remember what happened in the last issue. I think it was all about the will, wasn't it? Him being tied up and captured by some weird looking alien who he killed her brother or her boyfriend on Sextillion, the planet. And they're now off to go and find the whole family and probably wreak havoc there as well. But good stuff nonetheless. I might have forgotten a few bits along the way, but it's always a solid, fun sci-fi read, so I'm happy with that. It feels like we haven't had an issue of Deadly Class for maybe maybe it took a month off, but it seems a while. But we've got Deadly Class issue number 31. One of my favourite books, not just image books, but books I'm reading right now, from Rick Remender and Wes Craig and Jordan Boyd. This new bunch of characters that they brought in, finally meeting up with the kind of old team, or what was left of it. Everyone seems to be coming together on this kind of road trip that the younger ones have gone on, and they've met up, and I'm sure there's going to be some carnage to come in that. And finally, last but certainly no means least, it is Exo Man of War, issue number 8 of the storyline Emperor, from Matt Kent, with art by Clayton Crane. Matt Kent has really done well with the artists on here. He seems to be using a different artist for each story arc, but they are very close in their style, not aping each other so much, but keeping with the style of the book that it began with, in this nice kind of painterly style, and the story is just top notch, really kind of sucked into this Exo Man of War world that Aaron or Arik or Alric, I always get his name wrong. Arik has been drawn into on this planet, but great stuff. Again, another kind of sci-fi, Conan-esque type of storyline that I've just been lapping up with every issue. And they're my books this week. Please let me know what you picked up down in the comments section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget, if you subscribe to my channel in the next 7 days, you'll get a shout out next week. And if you do regular video uploads, I'll put a link to your channel in the description bar. Push people your way, and hopefully you'll get some subs as well. So until hopefully Sunday, because that's a lot of books to get through to, I will see you soon. Enjoy your books. Bye bye.